Hi, first graders. Happy Wind Down Wednesday. I'm so glad you're here with us this evening. Find someplace cozy to sit and we will get started. I hope you had a wonderful winter break. It was so nice to see all of you return to school. I also want to wish you and your family a wonderful, safe, fun 2023. We are in a new year. It was 2022, and on January 1st, which was a few days ago, it became 2023. There's nothing like a new year to get you thinking about how you can be an even better person. So today, we're going to start a book that we're going to read over the next few Wind Down Wednesdays, and it's called How to Make a Better World for Every Kid Who Wants to Make a Difference. It's by Kylie Swift. Do you have some ideas about how you can make a better world? What's your schema? What do you already have in your mind about how you can make the world a better place? Share with someone at home. Let's see if we can learn even more ideas. Can I really change the world? Every one of us has the ability to make a change. Yes, the world is a very big place, and we can't control a lot of what happens in it. But if you start small, it is possible that one day your changes could influence a lot of people. For now, just remember that whoever you are, wherever you are, there's a way to make a change that is the right size for you. Let's take a look at some different ways that you can make a change. Society. Society is made up of all the people living in the world. What our society is like is decided by how everyone chooses to behave. In our little class community, we practice our habits of mind and follow our class norms and our school expectations so that we behave in a way where our space is safe and respectful and a place where we can grow. We each have a responsibility to make our society a kind, supportive, and safe place to be. Humanity, working for more fairness for everyone is one of the most amazing things a person can do. Become an amazing activist by reading chapter 3, Humanity. We're going to read that another Wind Down Wednesday. Earth. We all know that the earth needs our help, whether it's protecting animals or preventing pollution. You can learn how to defend the earth in chapter 4, which will be about the environment. Conservation. Animals need to be protected from threats such as habitat loss and climate change. Helping animals survive is called wildlife conservation. Being an activist means using your voice, speaking up to make a difference. Teachers can help you with projects at school. Marches are a powerful way to make a difference. Before you help others, you often need to help yourself. Try some self-care tips to strengthen your mind and body in chapter 1, which will be all about what you can do for yourself so that you are the very best version of yourself. Your journey to making the world a better place starts at home with your family. Community. Everyone needs to feel like they belong. Hey, we all belong in our classroom. Work to make your school, neighborhood, or town a better place to be in Chapter 2, which is about community. Here's our table of contents. This is a nonfiction book. Nonfiction books typically have a table of contents. You can pause the video and read all of the different topics that we will be reading about over the next few Wind Down Wednesdays. Young people have more power to create change than we know. I used to think I was too young to change the world. That's what Jamie Margolin once thought. But a series of events unfolded while I was still in high school that led me to start an international movement called 0 Hour. Now it organizes large student mobilizations for climate action all over the world. We'll learn about that word climate in a few Wind Down Wednesdays. I learned by doing it myself. I'm a kid who does not come from any fame, wealth, or power, but I discovered that I could make a big impact, a big difference anyway, which means so can you. In this book, you will find the inspiration you need to get your change-making journey started. Welcome to the Youth Activist Family. This is a quote from Jamie Margolin. We'll learn about that word activist throughout the book. You, feeling good, believing in yourself, and taking care of your mind and body are really important. Making a positive difference in the world starts by looking after yourself and those around you. This chapter looks at how the power to make a better world begins inside of you. What do you wish for? If you could grant a wish for the world, what would it be? We can't wave a magic wand, but we can all work toward a better world. Just use your imagination. Ooh, everyone in our room has a great imagination. You have wonderful ideas. Let's hear some wishes that you might have for our world. World peace. I want to live in a peaceful world where there is no war or violence. Is that a wish that you have for the world? Or maybe your wish is equality for all, which means that you're wishing for everyone to be treated fairly, regardless of their race or their religion, gender, age, or physical ability. Maybe your wish has to do with animal welfare, which means that you hope that we can protect animals and make sure that no more species become extinct, which means that they're no longer on this planet. Freedom of speech. Do you wish for a world where everyone can speak up for what they believe in? How about planet safety? If that's your wish, that means that you would love to live in a world where everyone takes responsibility for keeping our beautiful fields, woods, streets, rivers, and beaches clean. Maybe you have more than one wish for our world. Maybe your wish is for a kindness revolution. You'd like for everyone to look out for each other so that no one feels isolated or excluded. Oh, we do a great job in our classroom making sure that everyone feels included. And part of that is saying goodbye to everyone when they are dismissed. I often hear people saying students' names as buses or car riders are dismissed. And we have had a discussion at the very beginning of the year that when we greet people or say goodbye to them when they enter or leave the classroom, it helps them feel welcomed. So I think we're already having a little kindness revolution in our room. better lives for kids. My hope is that our future is bright and full of exciting opportunities and possibilities for all young people. Maybe that's your wish for the world. Or maybe it's clean oceans. I hope that one day the world's oceans will be plastic free so sea creatures can live safely and freely. Point to the wish that you have for the world. Or maybe you have more than one. Self-care. Before you can help others, you need to make sure you're looking after yourself. Try some self-care tips to strengthen your mind and body. Here are some ways that you can practice self-care. Let's learn about them. Do you do any of these already? Or do you want to try adding some of these ideas to your routine? Fill up on healthy foods. Keep your body running well by aiming for 7 servings of different colored fruits and vegetables every day. That reminds me that my mom, when I was your age, and even as a grown-up, often reminds me that a colorful plate is a healthy plate. So when you look at your food, is it very colorful? Usually colorful food is healthy. Don't worry if you have the occasional day that's less healthy. Everybody does. It's what you do most of the time that matters. Maybe you want to work on making smoothies and adding fruit to any desserts. You could snack on berries. How about taking some deep breaths? Practice mindfulness, focusing on what you can see, hear, smell, or taste in the present moment. Promotes or helps you with calmness and well-being. Relax your muscles from head to toe. Sleeping well. Getting enough quality sleep is vital or important for good health. Kids need around 10 hours every night. How many hours of sleep are you getting? Having a regular bedtime and winding down, like during Wind Down Wednesday, before you sleep can help ensure that you catch enough Z's, which means sleeping. Maybe stroking a pet's fur will help you with staying calm. Or listening to calming music. Maybe you want to take a walk or cycle to school. Cycling is better for the environment than driving, and it's good exercise. Getting active is a great way to care for yourself. Exercise strengthens your body, gives you energy, and makes you feel great. The trick is to find an activity you enjoy, whether it's playing on the soccer team, swimming laps, or walking with your family. Is there a special activity you like to do to help your body stay healthy? Kindness. The smallest kind deed can have a bigger effect than you realize. Being kind lifts everyone up and in turn creates more kindness. That reminds me of filling buckets. Here's an idea, and this might be a great time to try this with your family because we just started a whole new year. Maybe you will do this idea throughout 2023 with your family. Kindness jar. With your family or school class, fill a jar with lots of suggestions for kind things to do. Whenever you want to create some kindness, pick a note out of the jar. Here are some ideas. Write a silly rhyme to make people laugh. Surprise a family member with a handmade gift. Tell a friend a thing you like about them. Talk to a relative or friend. Do a chore you know someone doesn't like doing. Offer a hug to someone who needs cheering up. Make a cake for someone's birthday. Ask someone how they are feeling. The power of invitations. Try to make sure no one's left out of a gathering or group, especially if they're new to your class or area. We've had a few new students join our class. We do such a wonderful job welcoming new students into our room. I want to thank all students in our room for making choices that help people feel welcomed in our class community. It's always nice to know you're welcome, and inviting others usually means you'll get lots of invitations in return. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Pay it forward. When you help someone out, they might ask how they can repay you. Why not suggest that they do something kind for someone else instead? This is called paying it forward. One time, someone paid for my coffee when I was at the store, and instead of giving them the money for the coffee that they bought me, I bought the coffee for the person behind me. That's an example of paying it forward. Feeling life's ups and downs. This is an important way to care for yourself. Emotions are like a roller coaster. They go from high to low or do a loop. Sometimes you feel many emotions at once. Has that ever happened to you? You can pause this video and take some time to look at each emotion. I'm going to read through them. Excited. Well, what does that mean? That means that you're anticipating something fun. You might feel jittery and your heart might beat fast. Can you think of something that makes you feel excited? We learned about how an ellipsis, the 3 little dots that happen when we're reading, gets us excited about what's going to happen next. Happy. Happiness can range from contentment to joy. What makes you happy? Tell someone at home. Surprised. If something happens unexpectedly, good or bad, your body tenses in preparation for action. Have you ever been surprised? Angry. Angry can make you feel hot and shaky. It can make you want to shout or cry. Have you ever had that emotion before? What did you do when you got into that angry emotion? What was a healthy way that you handled that emotion? Did you take some deep breaths? Did you take a walk? Get a drink of water? Maybe count? We often talk in class about how if you are ever out of the green zone on our zones of regulation chart, there's many strategies and tools that you can use to help you get back to the green zone. Disgusted. Disgust is often described as a sick feeling deep in your stomach. Proud. Hold your head high. It feels great to achieve something you set out to do. Can you think of something that you accomplished, that you completed, that you felt so great about? That means that you felt proud. Sad. Sad feelings can be overwhelming. They might come with tears or a tight chest or a lump in your throat. Can you think of something that has happened before that made you feel sad? Embarrassed. When you feel ashamed, you might look down and your face might get red and feel hot. We often talk in class about how our class community is a safe place to take responsible risks, which means trying things even if you're not exactly sure the answer or you're not exactly sure if you will be successful. We encourage people to be brave and try, and it's something that we celebrate, even if they have a difficult time with it or they don't know the skill yet. Scared. Fear can make your breathing and your heart rate faster. You might tremble, which means shake a little bit, or sweat more. So during the course of the day, you will probably feel a whole range of emotions. Learning to recognize your feelings is a useful skill. What emotions have you felt today? You can even take a look at this special scale so that you can see the strength of your emotion. It says Strength of emotion. Figure out how strongly you feel an emotion by rating it on a scale of 1 to 10. Strong emotions can be hard to handle, but it's okay to feel them. It's important that you can give a name to each emotion. Give, even if it's mild, which means not a very strong feeling. Emotions can get stronger depending on the situation. And a 10 is when you have intense emotions and you might feel very overwhelmed by them. That might be a good time to use a tool or strategy to help you get back to the green zone. Waves of emotions. Powerful emotions can feel like waves crashing over you. They often come with physical sensations, which means that your body responds to them, such as a fluttery stomach or a tight chest. Finding the right strategies can help you ride the waves. Channeling emotions. Here are some of the ways you can give powerful feelings an outlet, which means finding a healthy way to manage any emotions. Try a few different techniques to learn what works best for you. Do some breathing exercises. Maybe breathe in for 2, hold it, and then breathe out for 3. And do it again. Or focus your emotions on an art project. You could make something with Play-Doh or draw a picture, maybe do some painting. Express yourself in writing. That's a healthy way to manage your emotions. Maybe go out for a run, talk to someone you trust, listen to music. Sailing through the storm. When you're having a tough time, you can feel isolated, which means you feel alone. Have you ever felt that way? It can often help to connect with people who have had similar experiences. That reminds me of the habit of mind, listening with understanding and empathy. We often practice that habit when we notice someone is having a difficult time. We show that we understand what they're going through. That's a way that we can connect to them. Getting help. If you're struggling emotionally, speak to a trusted adult about whether you would benefit from speaking with a teacher further. We know that there's plenty of grown-ups at school that you can trust and speak with. Speaking with an adult at home is helpful too. The power of positive thinking. Choose phrases that are personal to you. Repeat your affirmations every day. You might be wondering, what is an affirmation? Sometimes a goal seems too big or far away for you to tackle. Maybe you haven't done well with a skill yet. Being positive makes a goal more likely to happen. Train your brain by repeating a positive phrase, known as an affirmation. Here are some possible things you might say to yourself about yourself. I can change things for the better. Believing you have the power to do something makes all the difference. I will face my fears. I have courage and confidence. Repeat phrases that boost your self-esteem. I stand up for what I believe in. When you have doubts, give yourself a pep talk. You might say, I can do anything I put my mind to. I get better every day. Remind yourself of what you want to achieve. I believe in my goals and my dreams. My voice matters. My challenges help me grow. This one reminds me of the habit of mind remaining open to continuous learning. Not everything will go according to plan, but keep thinking positively. You might need to think flexibly. It is enough to do my best. It's okay to make mistakes. I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples, which means that you can make a difference, even in small ways. That's a quote that Mother Teresa once said. Next time we meet, we will continue to read a little bit more about how you can make a difference by focusing on being the best version of you. I think this was a great start, and I'm especially excited that we read this page this evening because it reminds me of how we are going to write together a class mantra. It was so wonderful to hear that there's a class mantra that you say in art class, and each year I work together with our class community to come up with our very own class mantra as well. So I'm excited to come up with that mantra with you later on this school year. And that is a way for us to increase our positive thinking, our positive self-talk, which means that it's a way for us to make sure that we're speaking about ourselves and to ourselves in a positive way. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I can't wait to read even more of our story next Wind Down Wednesday. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.